All right, guys, welcome to another fantastic episode of the Gistrom podcast. I'm your host, Tigzy. In the studio with me today, I have some amazing people, friends, and when I say friends, I mean friends indeed. But first of all, I would like to say a very big thank you to you, our audience, our fans, for liking, sharing, and your subscription. We really appreciate it and we don't take it for granted. Thank you so much. All right, I would quickly introduce my guest today. To my immediate left, I have an amazing damsel, a gorgeous miss. So, quickly, I would like her to introduce herself so that our people can know you.
All right, thank you so much. Hello everyone. My name is Morenike, but you can all call me Mo, and I'm happy to be here.
All right, thank you. You're welcome. And to my immediate right, another damsel. And we know you.
Hi guys, my name is Ayomide. You can call me Ayomide.
All right, you're
Thank you for
welcome.
having me.
You're welcome. And to my extreme right,
Hi guys, my name is Adifisao Daramola, and you can call me Red Breed. I'm so happy to be here as well.
thank you very much. You're welcome. All right, welcome everyone once again from Mo to Ayomide and to Dharmola.
Thank
You're
you.
welcome. It's indeed a great pleasure having you in the studio here today. Thanks for coming around. All right, so quickly, let's go straight into the conversation of the day. So today we are going to be looking at the way relationship is structured in this era compared to the way it was back in the day. So I would like to paint some scenarios. So we can see like back in the day, we hardly hear cases of divorce, broken relationship, and all of that. They existed, I want to believe, but they were not like the talk of the town, just like the way it is now. So do we think there are some factors that has caused the changes, maybe culturally, religion wise, what would I say? Then let me say uh, technological advancement, modernization, and all of that. So what do we think? Or what's our view? The way relationship is structured back in the day, it seems easier, but now it's kind of very very hard, and then a lot of crises and all. So what do you think has changed in this recent time, or probably what are the things that are existing now that were not back in those days? I'd like anyone to go first. Who
Okay.
would want to go? Okay, Mo.
Okay.
Let's see.
I would just like to say civilization and technology has done a lot of harm than good when it comes to relationship. So back then in those days, I believe you know you communicate with your loved ones via writing of letters. Also, this way of this means of your partner stays not far from each other though, but you guys get to see one way or the other, and the means of letter writing. And by doing that, there is this, should I say, there is this I don't know the right word to make use of. There is this attachment. Do you get that? Okay, you'll be eager to write to your partner, you'll be eager to see your partner. But these days now, right? Civilization, technology, phone, social media is there. So it would be like, if my boyfriend is not close by, I can just, there's a guy somewhere that is, eyeing me, and my boyfriend will not know. Do you understand? So I just feel things that we are exposed to these days has done a lot of harm compared to those days and even those days your parents will be like, Who the lot more permit me to use other language, right?
Definitely,
I
definitely.
have
You're
I have a
welcome.
daughter, and my friend, you have a son. No, let us just introduce them to each other, and let's see how it goes from there. You understand? And but these days, no mother can tell the daughter or the son that, my dear, there is one girl like that somewhere that I would like to introduce to you. The guy or the girl will be like, Mom, it's 2026. I can choose my own partner. No, I can't look for someone to be in a relationship with
Everyone wants to make their own choice.
themselves. Yeah. So I just feel relationship in those days is still kind of, you
Okay.
know, good compared to nowadays.
Okay, all right. If you
So
want to say
okay,
something,
so can I come in?
definitely.
I believe those days we cannot compare relationships in those days to the current age or the current year we are, right? So back then in those days, I want to believe most of the marriages then were not truly based, not all of them. I'm not saying they were not based on love completely, but sometimes, we've heard cases of trade by barter. We've heard cases of, oh, your father is owing a certain man a particular amount or something, or land or something. They had to trade their child in place of the loan or
The
whatever,
debt.
or the debts, right? So in those days we have there were cases of cheating. That is why back then there were numerous cases of polygamy. you know the major reason most women they are in marriages, or they stayed in their marriage then, back then, it was basically solely on their child, right? So because they have a child that is keeping them in that marriage, and there's nothing like, back then they'll say, oh, le dale moshu o. So if you've gone to your husband's house, you are not coming back. So either the marriage is toxic, either is affecting them mentally, spiritually, physically, they have to stay. So now I feel like the modern day now has exposed a lot of things. You get it? So now in modern days, when you are in marriage, or when you are married to somebody and the person is not treating you right, we now open up. I feel like there's that, back then you don't open up, we bottle things up. Our mothers, they were bottling a lot of things they could not even share with their own family. They bottle it up and they die in those marriages. Things like cheating, like we've heard so many things, because I was not there, or I was not born in those days. So I would not completely say relationship back in the days was not good, or it was not mainly or solely on love or something. But um let's just say life has changed, things have changed, times have changed, and we all have people coming out to speak up for themselves, to stand up for themselves. To, if the marriage is not working, people come out. I'm not in support of divorce, but if the marriage or the relationship is not working, you know just leave.
Okay, all right. Dara.
All right, yeah. The thing is, yeah, when we get questions like this, we tend to quickly respond to it, maybe simply because of experience, or what the book you've read, or people you've seen, or what has happened. But we also neglect the fact that there are so many factors that actually affect things like this. Number one, how was the state of economy then? How is the state of
Mm,
economy now?
mm,
Number two, what's the level of exposure then? What's the level of exposure now? Number three, what are the platforms that women were controlling then? What are the platforms that women are controlling now rather? So like it boils down to the fact that a lot of factors affected the fact that the relationship of nowadays, don't let us even say nowadays and those days. Don't let us travel back. Let's just speak our parents. Like I was saying, AY made a very good point, but we shouldn't go back into history, because then, just like you said, trade by barter, and also women were not even given platforms then. When we look back into those days, we got to realize that even women were restricted to so like they were restricted with. Don't let us just go there. Let's use our parents
Yeah.
and this present
The
time
present age.
as the benchmark, as the yardstick of this discussion. My majority of us will go to realize that our parents actually stayed in that marriage because of us, or because of one or two things. Oh, my mother
Definitely,
said,
definitely.
once you're
It's
married,
always
you're
because of the
married.
children.
My father said, once you're married, you're married. If you're leaving this house, your room is no longer, in this house. Then, what's your mom doing? Apparently, she might just be a teacher, or maybe she might be a trader. But these days, you see a woman being a CEO of GT Bank. Are you going to tell her when she gets back from work, she should go into the kitchen to cook for you? You're not being reasonable as a man. And majority of the men in these days, majority of us are traditional men. We are so traditional to the extent that we still want that woman to come back, cook, wash my clothes, mop the floor, take care of the child, do this, do that. My dear, those days your mom had the old time. But this day, your wife doesn't have that old time. Coupled with the fact that economy affected a lot of things when it comes to present age relationship. Let me give you this scenario. You will meet a lady of 29 years old. She will tell you she does not have a serious relationship, neither is she planning on getting married. What's she doing? She's working, looking for money. Money for what exactly? She'll be working like a man. She ought to be in a feminine,
Era.
what do you guys call it?
Call
A
her
I don't want to
era
use the
or
word feminism or whatever. She ought to be in a feminine era.
Like a baby
but
girl.
Exactly. But she's just there as this iron lady.
This
Like
She
us,
wants to
like
make
this.
money.
Abi?
And we men, don't let me lie to you, men love soft women. We don't like it
Definitely.
when a woman is so hard, you're in charge, you're being alpha. Two alphas can actually not, you can't lead a pack. So one had to be alpha and the other had to be sub. You understand? So a lot of factors actually contribute to that fact. I think there is this statistics, there is this thing I used to say, let me put it as statistics. I tell people that the men of these days would have perfectly fit the women of those days. And the women of those days would have perfectly fit the men of these days. The women of those days have high level of tolerance. Why the men
Yeah.
of these days doesn't? You know why? They watch their mother suffer. They watch their mother endure. They watch their mother long suffered. They watch their mother being patient enough. And their father,
They don't even want to be in that space.
exactly, and their
all.
father didn't really give them that space or platform to make it realize that, oh, I'm not being bad here. I'm just trying to be a man. But, so that's why most women say, mommy, you are the one that can take it to. I will
I
never
can't
will
take
take
it.
not.
Of course, yes.
Definitely.
And
Of course.
on the other side, for women, we watch our father do all these things to our mother. Our mother didn't complain, so we believe that, oh, since our mother didn't complain,
That's the way
my
of
wife
life.
shouldn't
That's the
complain.
culture.
So then it's becoming a culture. It's becoming a norm.
It's a pattern.
You understand? So I think what we need to get here is the focal point where a woman should sit and a man should sit. Let them talk about what is realistic about relationship. Not shawarma, not ice cream. I meet you for
Yeah.
the first time. Oh, you're beautiful. I shower you money. My dear, it only lasts for 2 weeks, max 3 months. After 3 months, you get to know the real person I am. And by then, you might not be able to cope. So we
True.
need to do the real talk before the enjoyment. I think
Okay.
that's just
That was fantastic. Thank you. You
So
want to say
I
something?
just want to buttress on a particular point he made that men of this generation now actually likes female to be in their feminine
Yeah, I was
nature.
going to
State,
talk
yeah.
on
So
that too.
they want that. But women of these days, they are working like men, right? So they can't expect them to be in that feminine nature. And these same men that want this female to be in their feminine era, feminine whatever, wants to do 50-50 with them. They want to do
True.
50-50. This lady will be walking like a man, just like you, and you would expect her to be in a feminine whatsoever.
And
I was thinking
Like,
we're not
make it
going
make
to. I
sense.
was thinking. Sorry, pardon me. I was thinking we're not going to go to that 50-50 thing. Feminism actually started, I think, a couple of years back.
let's not even go into
That's why I said I was thinking
Yeah,
because
let's not even
once
go
you
into
once you
feminism.
mention 50-50, that is
Yeah,
feminism.
yeah.
Feminism introduced 50-50. Look, we are not being biased here. We're just trying to educate.
Of
Yeah,
course,
I
of
understand.
course.
So 50-50 came to be 50-50 in what essence? Are you telling me equality is same as equity? Those are two different words. Those are two
Yeah.
different meanings. Those are two
Yeah.
different perspectives.
Hmm?
We are equal is different from equity.
Of course.
Are you getting it? So if you're telling me 50-50, 50-50 in what aspects? Are you getting it? So if you're okay, we want to be equal to men, what men are doing, we want
In
to be doing.
I think
finance.
it's basically
I'm
just
talking about
value for
finance
value.
right now.
Value for, exactly. So if a man is coming to a lady that, okay, let's do 50-50, don't let me lie to you, that lady might be, our standard might be maybe 95, 85, 95, and the guy's standard maybe 45, 40, 50. A guy that just started life 2, 3, okay, max 5 years ago, and a lady that maybe she has started 10 years ago.
Or even had it easy
Forget about
growing and
age
all.
this time around.
Yeah, I get you.
So she had it all. Even she started a year ago and she had it all. So the lady you met is earning 2.5 million or 3 million per month. You're earning 300K.
So I was going to
So
say
will you now
something.
tell her to do 50-50? Where is your 50?
Yeah.
Where is her 50?
Are you done?
But as a man, when it comes to that kind of scenario,
Mm-hmm.
so if that man is now, let's still say that kind of a man is still proposing 50-50, right? Me, I would know that man is not.
I can't even watch 50-50.
He's not a
I'm
Because
serious
you
just,
don't even have
person.
the
I
50.
can't.
I think
You don't even
Ewa
have the
wants to say
50.
something. I think I
Okay,
wants to say
yes.
something.
So
Okay.
I was going to talk about the part where Fisayo mentioned that some men, most men, like a word, he said most men prefer, they want their girl
Be in
to
the feminine
be in
state.
the feminine state. Trust me, it's not most men, honestly. So you are a man and you're speaking for yourself, right? So there are some men, just like the other thing you said about, oh, the cultural, the alpha men, they want you to clean, to wash, to do this, to do that. The men of these days, right, low key, they want both. They want it 50-50. They want you to balance it. They want, some men now in this new age and time that we have, due to the economy factor that you've been talking about, right? They want you to still work and contribute to the household, right? And they still want you to be a mother, to do the cleaning, to do the washing and all. And there's one thing I used to say. I used to make one statement, either jokingly or playfully. I make one statement that anything that will make me get married today, um I'm working, I'm still doing this my 9 to 5, my man is also working, and we start having kids. Let's say I have my first child, and it's not talking about me. I'm not even saying I will work, right? I want to work, I want to support my family, but there is little to what I can do. I cannot be in that my 9 to 5. Maybe I'll probably get like an hybrid job or a remote job, right? So if I am doing the supporting you in the household, maybe you are carrying the rent responsibility, I'm carrying stocking the house, you still expect me to do the whole house chores, and you see, as we are splitting the bills on in terms of finances and running the household, we are also splitting the chores.
Responsibility.
We are also splitting the chores.
That's
If I
true.
am washing, if I'm cooking, you are doing the dishes. If I am washing, you are washing up, you are either cleaning the children or something. So if you want, so because these new men, this new age of men, right, they want you to, what's that word, they want you to be in your feminine state. At the same time, they want you to still work. They want the CEO vibe.
You're right. Maybe it's the type of men
Okay,
you've been
so wait,
meeting.
can I quickly come in? All right. So the thing is, I feel like this relationship talk and argument now, I think it has grown past just house chores because
Yeah.
you see, if there's understanding, there are always room for hiring people to do all those ones.
Of course, I
So
was about to mention
those
that.
ones are actually not even the basis
The bone of
say you
contention.
understand. So those are not even the aspect of where I'm that one. If there's understanding, you can always get a maid to do the chores and
Yeah.
all of that. So what I'm actually, the point I'm driving at actually is, do you feel like, just like all the points that you guys have raised are valid, very
Okay,
valid,
I think we're
100%.
deviating.
So, but I'm just trying to, the picture I'm trying to paint now is, do you feel like, just like you guys have mentioned, is it the confidence, or let me say experience of what people have seen now, women now, as a matter of this, so what they have seen from their parents, just like you said, like, okay, these people, they endured, and then what becomes of them afterwards. So I feel like I don't want to go this part. So do you feel like it is the I'm trying to look for the word. Do you think it's the realization of that that makes women of this era be who they are? Like, okay, they've come to realize that, okay, see the way my dad treated my
Treated my
mom,
mom.
and I don't feel like this is actually right in the real sense of what a marriage or a union should
Should look
be.
like up.
So, I mean, I've come to realize that this thing is actually not so. So, no, 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 no. I don't think I would settle in for this. So, do you feel like it is that realization
Okay.
that changed everything that is
So
happening now?
so
So let's even, sorry, please. So forget about the fact that maybe they want to work hard, they want to get their money. So as much as we feel like they are women in those days, or let's say our mothers, so don't let us throw it too back. So do we, as much as we feel that they are more of full housewives than the working class, we still have those ones that are actually working too, like maybe a trader, a farmer, just like their husband. There are some women that, as the husband is having running his own farm affairs, the woman is also running her own farm affairs too. It might not really be as much as the husband, but at least we still have those ones that work too, and then they still come back to the house and then still do all those chores, and they still
their
carry out
monthly
their
duties.
responsibilities and duties. Thank you, and all of that. So do you feel like it is that realization now that has made women in this day, because I think the woman now is the bone of contention here now. So do you feel like it is, but I don't want us to limit it to just women. So do you feel like it is that realization that makes them change in their sense of reasoning and all of that?
I thought you wanted to say something.
Yeah, I was going to say
Okay.
something about the part where he said the way their mother were treated in the marriage. So I believe a lot of us, or let me not say, yeah, let me, I can use that word, like a lot of us, we still like carry, or let me say a lot of people, because I've had conversations with people, and I feel like I feel the pain. I feel like most people carry their pain from what they have seen their parents go through in their marriage, and they see how their parents still stayed. So I feel like that is why a lot of women these days, I feel like they've built their walls so high, like they are really guarded. Even in churches, you hear situations whereby maybe they are having anything, a conversation that has to do with marriages, and by the time you trace those the pain in their voice, by the time you trace it down to what they experienced, or the experience, or the things they saw their parents go through in their marriages. And people, and I don't blame them, honestly, because if the marriages or the relationship our parents had, if our parents, let's say our mother, because honestly, truth be told, it's not only men, I mean women, that went through shit in marriages. Even men, they go through hell as much as women, right?
Definitely,
they go
definitely.
through they go through hell. See, some women, you may see them outside and say, this woman is trying, or her husband is this, but you don't know the shege the man is feeling in that marriage. As much as women carry the home, I believe, I want to just balance it out, like I believe men also carry the home. So we should not
Definitely.
mainly or solemnly, or what's that English, base
Just
it
base it
on
on women.
women,
Yeah,
because men also go through, they also have things they carry, they have burdens and trauma they are going through, they have
definitely.
pains also.
Definitely.
So that's what I want to say.
Okay, I um there is perception and there is perspectives. Why did I say that? From your question, you said, does it mean that what some people see their parents do, that's what transform them into what
What
they
Who
they
they
are?
are.
are.
The answer is relative. Yes, and I can still say no. That's why I said it's relative. The reason is because if we have two children in the house, and let's say two boys in the house, and their parents actually, they have this rough marriage thing, every day shouting, fighting. One of the boy will take after the father, the other boy will the other boy will rebuild himself not to be like his father.
Yeah.
That's exactly how it is. So that's why I said there is perception, there is perspective. So the way I will take the way I will learn from you is different from the way she will learn from you.
Definitely.
You understand? So
Definitely.
it boils down to the fact that yes, not all our parents' marriages are sweet. My parents' marriages were sweet.
Definitely.
Mine too.
So-
Definitely. Of course.
And not that sweet down like there are
Ups and downs.
everybody have thank you hiccups here and there, but the way to balance it,
Yeah. The
that's what it's called
understanding was
marriage.
there.
I picked the point the last when I spoke first. I said communication. Talk about the real thing before you guys get into the deep shit. You're saying if I marry and by the time I'm working, he's working. If I have my child and he does not want to, no, you shouldn't get to that
That
time.
stage
Yeah.
before
Talk about
it should
it.
be in the
Even in the
conversation from
cutting
the
stage.
onset.
From the cutting
before you
stage.
even
Yeah.
get to talk about not even cutting friendship. We've lost something. Friends in relationship. The word friendship is very strong. That two people can divorce today and they will still be friends.
Definitely. Definitely.
Like they can go their separate ways today
Definitely.
and they'll still be friends. Friendship is the strongest form of bond. Relationship, your courting, marriage, that's just secondary. The primary is friendship. You will go to realize that some people, they are married, but the husband will close from work by 4 p.m. He won't get home until 8 p.m.
Yeah.
Definitely.
He's not a friend of his wife.
That one day.
Yes,
That one
true.
day.
Plenty way.
That
I'm not
one
talking
day.
about olden days.
Definitely
Yeah,
now.
now.
Yes.
Yes, now.
It's
Of
even
course.
more.
Of
It's
course.
most
It's
common
more-
now.
Now.
It's most common.
So you get to realize that Mama, you know the girls. Guys, make I just
You don't have
enjoy
a
small.
PO.
It's not that he does not have a home.
That's
They are
what we
not
call it now.
friends.
That's what we call
Exactly.
it now. You say
They are not
they don't have a
friends.
PO.
Exactly. That's what they
You
call
understand?
it.
They are not friends. So because the guy grew up with Gonjemiwa, bring my food, stay there, come here.
It's just the
do
regular
this.
routines.
You understand? He grew up with commanding. He grew
Like
up
a,
with
He's a
a
dictator.
dictator. Yeah.
thank you, a dictatorship. He didn't grow up being a loving man. It's not his fault.
No love at home.
It's the perception, the way he perceived what his father was doing.
True.
You understand? But on the other end, someone might actually do it that, oh, I won't do this. I'll try to be different.
Definitely.
Do you get? So that's like let me paint this scenario. Something happened to me while I was a kid. I was actually I don't live with my parents when I was way a kid because don't let us go there actually because I was very stubborn. So I lived with some people and guess what? They used to fight. The man beats the woman. The next morning, the woman they live in a single room, not room safe, single room. The man and the woman be fighting, and the children will know. Like I mean,
Physical
physical
combat.
fight.
Really?
Yeah, on the bed, because we children will sleep on the ground. So they put the center table. We put it on the chair. You know
Okay.
those days, not studio apartment of
Yeah,
these days.
of
Like
course,
4x4,
like kubi
Very spacious.
single room that days. Those
Very
days, very
spacious.
big.
Very,
and
very big, yeah.
You will still have your chair, your dining table, and you know.
I can relate. I can relate.
So we will put the center table on the chair, then mat, then we'll put nylon on one part for those of us that bed wet. You know, now you can remember. So that's just a
We
joke
will
for the
use
way.
that clip. I want that one to be the
Clock
headline.
it.
It should be the headline.
That's just a joke for
Oh,
the way.
yeah, nah.
actually.
You did not say those of us that used to bed. You said those of us that bed like you bed.
You
Wait.
personalize.
Like you know, you will open like you know, trying to like, oh, I don't want to bed wet. You know, you just like you'll be conscious of not sleeping deep, so that
Yeah, so
whenever you're
that's
feeling it, you quickly stand up.
Yeah.
Then you'll be hearing. You understand? Like
They are fighting.
they are fighting.
Hey,
And by the time
That's
you wake up the
crazy.
next morning, you see maybe the woman's eyes or her lip,
Oh my days.
and she'll be lying to her children. She can't lie to me. Guess what I told myself? I told myself I will never touch a woman. Do you know why? It was the way the woman was relating to the man the next morning. She would relate as if nothing
Nothing
happened all
happened.
night.
That's the thing. That's
Hey.
the problem. It's always the problem.
That's
You
the
get?
problem.
Nothing happened overnight. But guess what? Women of those days, you just shout your normal voice. You're yelling at me. You're raising your voice at me. Baba never raised hand. A woman of nowadays will leave her man because he yells, not beats. Simply because she saw her mother go through that. So she's like, these symptoms of he's yelling at me
If I
today.
don't run
If I don't
now,
run now.
it will
And
lead to.
It will lead
guess
to
what?
slapping.
The guy might just be yelling. He might just be talking.
It might be his own way of
It might be his own
expressing.
way of expressing.
Why
Anger.
yell to communicate?
To
Why?
say, fine, that's another topic entirely. We can actually
Yeah, you know,
delve
the
into
way
that.
we react
No,
to
you don't
the
need to
way we
yell.
react
You don't need to
things
shout before you
differs.
Everybody
communicate.
have their own
Understand
way.
You don't need
something.
to.
Understand.
Anger.
See, don't say you
You
don't
have
need
your
to.
way, doesn't mean it is right.
Don't.
No, we are not
wait.
saying it's right.
Nobody's saying
Actually,
it's
we are
right.
not saying it's right.
Nobody's saying it's
No.
right. Okay, now this is it. For every action, there's always an equal reaction, according to physicists. You understand?
Now carry us go where we don't know.
Response. We have response and we have reactions.
Yeah.
Reaction is spontaneous. Response is, you still hold back. Like, okay,
Try to process it.
Try to process it. Are you getting it? But when it comes to reaction, just guy,
I see the odds.
are you getting it? So the way you react is not the way she reacts. Both of you are female. The way he reacts, not the way I react. The way he responds, not the way I respond. What I was trying to say the other time. Then I was in school. There was this lady, when I was in school, I was this, jassy guy, and ladies are always like, dara, dara, dara.
Fine boy.
So there's this thing that happened. There's a lady joined our school when I was in SS2. So there was a particular one that used to, get me food during break time. Break time, food would be
Hot
on my
boy.
table. Like 3 plates of food would be on my table.
Hot boy.
So then there was this lady that joined. She's cute. Like, I'm not gonna lie, she's fine. So, but
Clock
then
it.
I started, moving close to her. We started talking. Then one of the ladies just came to me. Our school is L-shaped. Then the field at the center of the school were playing ball. She just came to me and she slapped me. You know this slap that it will echo. Ta, ta, ta.
Ew.
Like
And-
it will attract the whole attention. Everybody will be
My
like,
guys were just like,
"Whoa."
Almighty
Like,
Dara.
Arasa.
They're like, they're like,
Arasa.
hey, even juniors that were looking up to me that I want to be like, you understand? They just, I, at some point I was like, well, guess what? I didn't do anything. I reminded myself that I already told myself, nothing will happen
To make
in
you
this
feel
life that I raise this hand.
Beautiful.
But if it warrants me, I will yell at you.
Yeah.
You know why? The heart of a child, that's where madness lock. That Cain will chase am. No, I'm just saying this because of, audience view. Audience view. Now, Cain go chase am. Some women, they need yelling. Some women need beating. But I don't beat.
No.
I will yell.
Say no to violence.
Nobody.
You understand?
Nobody needs
Some
beating.
women needs yelling for
Nobody.
them to come to their senses. Not that all women need yelling. Not that a man needs to yell. I'm not, but I'm just saying that sometimes, you know that, let's leave the relationship. Your friends. There are some of your friends, if you just say something calm, they won't hear about that. A guy, no, you had a follow talk, you will now respond. So, are you telling me you didn't hear me before? Sometimes you just need to raise that voice a bit for that person to take cognizance that you're talking.
Exactly, and then you mean what you.
Then you
are
like
saying.
to yell sometimes doesn't mean that you're being rude or you're angry with that person, but sometimes you just need to call their attention to that. I'm saying this. This thing I'm telling you, it might have happened to you, but you won't know. Check it from now, like henceforth, check it. When you're talking to some people, calmly, they won't listen, they won't even do it. But just try to raise your tone a bit. You will see that they'll respond to you. So what am I trying to say? I'm trying to say that we need to balance it just like she said. Perception, perspective. I saw it. It didn't transform me. But she saw it. It transformed her.
Yeah.
You understand? So it is like that. Are you getting it? Coupled with the fact that I've dated 2 girls. And both of them said the same thing. I'm like, fine, I know that you're this iron lady, and I love the fact that I love sophisticated babes. Like, you have to be, up and doing, like, your head have to be there. You have to, I love it. I don't mind getting a maid, getting whatever. Yeah, I'm good. Even if you're earning more than me, yeah, I'm good. I just love it when my woman is there. I tell my friends, guy,
That's
woman
You
my
see
is
what
talking.
I'm
girl.
talking about?
Are you getting
It's
it?
not all men,
So-
because when he was saying it the other time, that
I was giving a point. I was giving a
Okay.
point. I wasn't personalizing.
All right.
Just giving a point. So what am I trying to say is that I said, babe, so, like once in a while, try to allow me do this thing. Do you know what she said? I watched my mom do it. My mom wanted to do this, but my dad didn't allow her. So I told myself that I will never allow a man to. And you dey for my own hand. Me, I want take care of you. I want.
That's big boy.
You understand? Even with my 20 naira that I'm earning, let me treat
me
you.
spoil you, baby girl.
You understand? You get it.
Okay.
So that is how it is. Me with the perspective that no matter how much you're earning, I will still take care of you. But she with the perspective that no matter how much you have, I will get my money.
Yeah.
You get
So
that kind of
that's what I'm
thing.
saying. It's perception, and it's like we get it differently.
Differently.
Yeah.
Interpretation is different. You understand?
Yeah.
So that's
So
just
which
my
is why
point.
I mentioned that everybody have either trauma or good memories of their parents in marriages. These things happens, it affects children either directly, indirectly, good or bad. It affects your children in general.
Not even
So,
parents alone. Books
In
you
fact,
read,
neighbors.
movies you watch,
Yes.
neighbors.
people you live with,
Are you getting
stories
it?
you
What
hear,
you see, what
your
you
friends,
hear.
yeah, things like this affect
Environment
people.
and
Environmental
all.
factor.
Yeah.
So
Exactly, yes. It
you know, you see
matters a
someone,
lot.
people seeing a movie together, and you're like, a
But
lady just say,
Even
"Me, I can
yes,
never do
even
this."
As it
to
can
a
never,
movie.
it can never be
Can
me.
never be
never
me.
be me.
It
can
can
never
be
be
you,
me.
actually. But I
Have you
want to
know?
say something on that yelling and shouting aspect. I don't think it's right in some instance. You can't be with your partner and be yelling, be talking at the top of your voice. Anybody hearing you will be like, something is going on.
So,
Anybody listening to you guys at that moment will be like, something is going on. My dear, if you start yelling at me, that's the way you know want. And then I go down.
because me I get coconut head.
Do you understand? Because yelling or shouting doesn't change it. You should, like the example you made, that talking to your guy, right? That one
Now
is
your
your guy.
guy.
You're talking to him. He was absent-minded. You actually raised your voice
To
to
call him to order.
bring him back. Acceptable. But you're with your partner and you guys, you guys are having one or two and you're yelling, guy, why are you
Okay,
why are you acting like a female? Why are you
let's
shouting?
balance
But-
something. Let's
okay.
balance something.
Is there other way to?
Why are you
Let's
shouting?
balance-
You can
let's
talk
balance something.
Okay,
solemnly.
I want to ask
You can talk
Okay, wait.
solemnly for me
Another
to
way.
Exactly.
listen.
So
Is there
I would say
another way
that
to
Yes.
maybe when you are angry and you want the person to know that, oh, I'm angry. I'm not talking about this chike gist, keeping malice. No.
No.
Let's not go to that one. But like you are angry and you want the person to know that you're angry. Or you're having a conversation, you're trying to trash the whole thing out, and the person is trying to raise their voice that,
That's why I said,
what
let's-
is going on?
that's why I said, let's balance something.
So is there another way to?
See, let me tell you, for everybody, for everybody, if you're very close with that person, if that person is angry, you will know by the facial expression.
For everybody.
Yes,
See,
if you're very close to that person,
just like I
But
said,
it
like we've
cannot
been
be the same
friends,
for everyone.
we've been
Let's
friends
balance-
for
let's-
a donkey years. If you're hungry, I should know.
You should be able to tell that. Okay,
I should
this
be able to
person
tell that
See.
this person is angry.
But
I should
there
be
are
able to
ways,
tell.
different ways.
I
There
should
are
be able
people
to tell
when
that
they're
I don't want to
angry-
talk at the moment.
There are people that when they are hungry, they don't show it. They just
And
keep
there are
to
some
themselves.
people that
and there are people that they
is when
like to express
that's
themselves.
when you know that this guy is angry. He's
Uh-huh.
keeping to himself. This guy, the facial expression, this guy is not talking.
But
He's
we
giving me
cannot all
one.
be the same.
That's what I'm saying. That you would know if you're very close to that person.
But the thing is,
You would definitely
it's,
know.
you can't compare your
Let's balance-
But truly,
self
Sha, to
and
communicate
you know,
when you
see,
are
I
angry
understand,
is-
I understand,
You don't.
I understand.
What I'm just
Fisayo's
saying, you don't need to
point,
scream. You
It's
don't
a
need to
fo-
shout.
and
you
I
don't need to-
understand
No.
most points.
We are.
It's not
So
needed.
what I'm
It's a-
saying is,
okay.
what I'm saying is this: like, you can just like the way they used to use that word. Is it quote or is it just a statement? Like, you can't beat me and then teach me how to react.
Exactly.
Exactly.
People are very different. So I'll use myself now as an example.
Okay.
So if for someone like me, I'm a kind of person that I'm very quick to getting angry. So what I do, yes, as sweet as I am, is as crazy as I can be.
Yes.
So the thing is, I have so informed myself that one, I don't get into arguments with you. So once we are in a conversation and it's going back and forth, I just agree.
Withdraw.
Because I would not want anything that would trigger me to that level. Do you understand? So what I do is, when I'm angry at you, I keep quiet. I don't say anything. That's me. I'm not saying it's the right way to react.
Of
I'm not
course.
saying it's the perfect way to react. I'm just saying myself. So I've trained myself to be that person. Like when you get me angry, I just keep quiet. So if I'm dating anyone and you've studied very well and you know when you are maybe trying to talk to me, trying to create a conversation, and you see that I'm just quiet, you know that
That is what I'm actually
you've
talking
done
about.
something to this person.
That was what I
And that's
mentioned
me.
That's
earlier.
what
So just like I'm saying,
but that's
it is
for
not a yardstick to measure how
Everybody's
you
reaction,
should
how to
react
react.
or have a-
Yes,
so we
so I'm
can
just
all
saying.
react.
So that's
Accepted.
that's
I
what
agree.
boils back
What
to.
I'm just saying is, you now yelling doesn't solve it.
Mo.
You
He has
yelling or
given
shouting doesn't solve
Mo.
it.
He has given a point, and that point has said it all.
Yeah.
Said it all in the sense that you said you're kind of person. If you yell, you do more because you don't solve it for you. For you, because you made a statement the other time. You said generally. You don't generalize things like that.
Some
Because
people, if you yell, they'll
are
correct
different.
themselves. They'll adjust.
You understand? So he just said he will keep quiet. My dear, some people won't keep quiet.
That's not their
Exactly.
Do you know
way
why?
of
I get it.
Do you
communicating
know why?
or expressing
Some people,
themselves.
yeah, does not have the mind to keep quiet and hold it in.
They're expressive.
Some people want to release it
Exactly.
immediately
And
and
just
You're
let
let
mixing
it
it. You're
go.
mixing it
No,
up. You're mixing it. You're
Let me
mixing it right now.
explain
You're
Let me
mixing
explain
it.
I'm not mixing it. Let me explain it.
I mean
Relax.
shouting. I'm not saying you shouldn't communicate. You
See.
can communicate. Ayomide, what you
Mo.
did earlier, I don't like it.
Oh my God.
Do you
Mo,
understand?
Mo, be realistic.
I'm not
What you
saying
did
shouting.
earlier, what
Mo.
you did earlier,
What you,
did
Mo,
okay,
be realistic.
okay, let's say
Was-
what you just did now, I don't like it.
You
Be
know,
realistic.
you know,
Mo.
you know, we
don't
all
need to
have.
yell.
Realistic.
We all have.
You
Be
don't
realistic.
need to yell.
Don't do
Wait,
that.
honestly.
chill.
Come, wait. I was still giving my point.
Okay.
Be realistic. Don't
Alright.
just tell me, I mean, what's that time?
That's that
I
time.
feel it.
Me, like, I'm
Be
very
realistic.
expressive.
See, just like I said, he will keep quiet immediately. I won't keep quiet. I will say it there, and I will still take you out for ice cream dates.
Accepted.
Ice
You're
cream.
not getting my point.
Ice cream.
What I'm saying-
Talk
Oh,
about
that's
it
cool,
immediately.
man.
It's not cool, oh. You don't have out of my head and tell me
Mo,
that
let me
give me ice
explain.
Talk
And you
about
drink
it.
ice cream
Accepted.
thereafter.
Thank
Accepted.
Mo.
Like trash it out immediately. What I'm talking about
But
is you do not need to shout before you make your point known.
Mo,
Yes,
Mo,
I
I
understand.
That's what I'm
And I
saying.
agree with
That
you.
is the only thing
I
I'm
agree with
saying.
you.
Accepted.
But
Accepted.
That is what me I'm saying.
Okay, now let me tell
Nothing
you this.
else.
Let me tell you this. Whatever age that I am, you are, at the same time, we met each other. I've been like this for the past 30, whatever years of my life. You've been like this for the past 30 years. You can't meet a rose today and tell the rose to change the scent.
Of course.
Neither will you meet a lily today and say, Lily, change your color. You understand? You just have to look for a way or find a way to blend into each
You
other.
can uproot
True.
it and make it brown.
Say you hear?
My bad.
Now, the thing is, at first, when you meet this guy, you're the kind of person that you don't like yelling. You don't like when he yell at you. And this guy tell you, oh, Mo, get dressed, let's go out. You're still on your phone. And there's one thing about phone. It's
Yeah.
very addictive.
Yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, both ways, either guy or girl, like, both very addictive. The guy came back. Babe, you're not dressed. Let's go now. He goes back inside. Do you know that the tone has gone up higher? But you didn't take notes because you're still.
On the phone.
Babe, what was all this now? I already told you to go. You know, don't yell at me. My dear, he told you the first time. He told you
Exactly,
the second time. Now he
exactly.
came.
Ah, what were you
and he had to
expecting?
call your attention. You're not telling me I'm yelling. I'm not yelling. That's not yelling. This is yelling. Babe, get dressed. We are going out. That's now I'm being extra.
Okay.
That's what I'm talking about. I am saying, I will tell you, but you might not get it at that point in time. I will tell you again, the tone will increase, but you
It's
might
a
not still
firm
get
voice.
it. But then you now come and say, babe, now, I've told you this thing. Is that why you're yelling at me? Do you know that will be the
That's you being
next
firm.
question? Do you know that will be the next question? Of some, okay, don't let me go there because it will cause, even for the audience. You get?
Yeah.
Some
yeah.
ladies will just like, is that why you're yelling at me? Babe, this is the third time I'm coming here to tell you this thing. And must you yell? Now she has neglected the fact that she has been informed twice. And she didn't do anything. So she failed to take responsibility, accountability of what she did. Now, trying to, push it back to me that I'm at fault. Oh, babe. So now I'm yelling. Now, if the guy too is not, that's where immature, the guy now, oh, now
It can be either
now I'm
way.
yelling.
It can be
yelling?
either way.
Now
sir.
am I yelling? So then argument starts.
Yeah.
I can't deal with him. He yells at me. Alaye.
Now you know they
Started
borrow.
from somewhere.
But don't yell.
I get
In a
it. It
nutshell.
started from somewhere. But it's different from when your guy, any little thing, yells.
So I'll just
Yeah, so
sorry,
that's I'm
sorry
not
to
saying
sorry to
We have
cut
even
you.
Yell to
gone,
communicate.
we've deviated.
We didn't
No, we didn't
We
delete
didn't
actually.
delete.
It's still part of. We are still in the
Yeah.
line. So those are the things that we need to. So what I would just say in to wrap that is you that you know. Okay, I've known myself, and I won't like maybe someone raising voice at me. Don't put yourself in that
Position.
position.
Of
That
course.
was
So
the point he gave.
as much as you feel like okay, I would not want this person to yell at me. When he tells you, hey babe, alpha, you just do accordingly.
Sharp.
Because you know the one thing will always lead to another.
Another.
So don't put yourself in that position to be yelled at.
Oh,
As a very
So,
obedient
let,
girl.
let me give this instance. I used to have this friend. She, though we don't talk anymore because of the same guy. This guy is a very jealous guy. Like, she knows that our guy is a very jealous guy. And she will still be accommodating other guys. Now, it happened that this guy slapped her because she was on a phone with another guy for almost an hour and the guy was there.
Oh wow.
So, according to our platonic friend, I don't mind. If not me, I don't mind. If you like talk. But
Slapped.
at that point in time, when I need your
Your
attention,
attention,
oh,
yeah,
babe,
you
come
give
and
it
do
to
this.
me.
You actually did this. You went back to your call. I'm good.
Yeah. You can
But the
excuse
guy
yourself.
is not like that. So you did that. The guy slapped you. That was our first encounter. That oh, this is who this guy
Yes.
is. Guess what? She told me. I said, for the guy to slap you, simply means that if you get married to this guy, he go beat you.
Well,
Definitely.
Before you even get married.
Like, Then she said, hey, is the thing okay? I said, okay, you know what? If you're still there, I like him whether he showers you money, no wala. But if you want to remain there and want to see the sweetness of that guy, don't talk to any man in his
exactly.
presence. Guess what? She still went ahead to do him now. The guy beat her this time around, black
Jesus.
and blue. Because of this guy, I personally withdrew
Distance
from
yourself.
her. This guy knew me.
Because
Funny
it is
enough,
arranged
when this guy
boys.
parked to talk to her, I was beside her. You understand? And the guy was like, oh, bro, no vex, so she be your babe. I said, no, we're just friends. So then, both of them talked. So imagine that guy. I had to you know what? Slap. Now, black and blue. The next one, should be grave. But I don't want
you.
to. Because I've told you, leave this guy. But because he showers you money, he's sweet, he buys you gift, fine. You understand? Such lady, she knows that this is who this guy is.
And
she's still
yet-
triggering this guy.
Triggering, I don't
Triggering,
understand.
like it's
Why
Yes.
is she in
You
the
understand?
relationship? You don't want to talk to
do you know that,
people.
Do you know that?
No, he's not talking to people. You are accommodating guys.
Guys.
Okay,
For
accommodating
us.
guys.
You understand?
Doesn't make any
You
sense.
get it? So it's
Doesn't make
just
any
like
sense.
you can liken it to the fact that Mo says she does not like to be yelled at. My dear, if you know that your guy, na temperamental person, whenever he says something first, you must act on it immediately. Then that guy won't yell. I'm telling you, till you
It will be
leave,
very sweet now
he won't
because
yell.
exactly.
But if he had to say it 4 or 5 times, he will yell, and you won't like it. You will leave, and that doesn't mean that relationship is not sweet. But it's because both of you have not found that focal point to blend into each other. You get it?
Okay, so we've actually said a lot, and then there are more to be said. So I feel like we don't have much time on our side. So I would just like us to conclude this way. So from the beginning, if you've been following us up until this moment, so we've been able to establish some facts, and I believe that you, our viewers, would have learned or picked one or two. As much as the conversation seems very short, but at least you've been able to pick one or two. So we've seen some factors that has caused relationship mentality changes, and then we've seen we dived a little bit into actions and reactions, perceptions and perspective, reaction and what and action and response, reaction and response. So, and then I feel like we've been able to at least learn. So to conclude on that part, so just when you know that this is what this person does not like, just position yourself in a way that you will not be a victim of that. So that being said, so thank you very much, guys, for coming in. So I think we would need to have a part 2 of this session.
Yes,
Definitely.
please.
Because
Yes,
I know that we
please.
still have a lot
A whole lot to say.
a lot to say. So
Definitely.
don't worry, our viewers, just watch out for the part 2 of this our relationship talk. So thank you guys for coming once again. I really
Thank you.
appreciate it.
Thank
It's
you for
really,
Thank
having
you.
really
us.
a pleasure and honor to have you guys in the studio with me.
You're
Thank you very
welcome.
much, Mo. Thank you, Ayomide. Thank you, Daramola.
You're
So
welcome.
thank you very much, our viewers. We
Thank
really
you for
appreciate you.
having
Thank you for
us.
your time, for staying
Thank you
and
for having
watching.
us.
Thank you. So make sure if you
Toodles.
have not subscribed, make sure you subscribe, like,
Subscribe.
and share. All right. So thank you for coming, guys. Thank you.
You're
So we would
welcome.
like to at least get our audience to meet you, maybe follow on your social media platform. So what's your handle?
Okay, so my handle on Instagram is Maureen Letty.
Maureen
And
Letty. Can you spell for those of us that?
Maureen, then
Don't waste on the screen.
Letty.
Oh, okay. All right.
Mine is underscore Mide, Mhieday, I guess.
Okay, on
Oh,
Instagram. All right.
Yeah, mine is Dara underscore Mola.
Okay. All right. So
Underscore.
that's their Instagram handles. So you can definitely follow. Thank you guys once again for
You're
coming.
Thank
Thank you
welcome.
all.
thank
See
you.
you
you.
again next time.
Toodles.
Peace.
Bye.
Bye.